So, quick recap. This is the end of Act 2, and we're about to embark on the next core mission of Mass Effect 2. You'll recall, I think we've been to, 2 colonies now where the collectors have been taking humans. And you'll recall at the beginning of the game when we were rather shockingly killed. The ship that attacked the Normandy SR-1, we now know that was a collector ship, recognizable to us now, not then. And more importantly, that's where we're heading now. So the collectors, anyway, I'll let the story tell itself. The collectors are the main, enemy of this game. Sorry, I'm feeling a bit bleh today. Not really with it. But doesn't matter. So we put on our stupid Dragon Age armor because it's better for this mission. We reassigned some of our skills as well, so that we have quite a powerful heavy incinerate and cryoblast, and we're hoping that that's going to be enough because this is a fairly difficult mission. We'll see how we go. The upside is we pick up 1000 XP, so we'll level up and we'll not be too far away from leveling up again. We get to pick a new weapon, so because we're not specialized in any particular weapon, we just use hand cannons and submachine guns. We can choose an advanced weapon that we can in this level. Now, if we were playing as a class that already had access to an advanced weapon, we would get an extra powerful version of whatever that weapon was. So normally I would play as Infiltrator in this game, and this is where I would get the M98 Widow, which is like a really powerful sniper rifle. Admittedly though, when I have played as Infiltrator and then I pick up the Widow, I don't really use it all that much. It's very powerful, but it's a little bit slow. Kind of takes away from a bit of the pace. But it is very overpowered because you can cloak, so then you're invisible to enemies. And then when you break that cloak with a headshot, if you've got enough things combined and you're using the Widow weapon, you can do an extreme amount of damage. You can one-shot a lot of enemies that way. Anyway, so this is a long and difficult mission, but we do gain quite a bit of XP. We'll unlock a weapon. I'm thinking we might choose the sniper rifle just because I think that will come in handy with some future enemies. And we've noticed that often we can see enemies, they're literally in our line of sight, but our targeting can't catch them. So I'd like to be able to pick off a few of them from more of a distance. So having the sniper rifle will help with that. Although I don't imagine we'll be using it all that much. We get extra damage protection, extra tech damage, which is an excellent research to unlock. Quite a few credits. What does that work out to be? Like 75,000 credits. So we can use the money to go shopping, which is great. and 500 element 0. And directly after this, and after feeding our fish, we must remember to head back and see Liara to pick up all the goodies we've been missing out on her base. So anyway, even if we try and go to the galaxy map now, it'll push us to come to the comms room. We can't fly anywhere until we speak to the elusive man, who is such a bore. But anyway, let's do it.
Patching the elusive man through, Commander.
Hey weirdo, what's up?
We got a break. I intercepted a distress call from a Turian patrol. They stumbled onto a collector ship beyond the Corliss system. The Turians were wiped out, but not before they crippled the collector vessel. I need you to board that ship and get some hard data on the collectors. Find us a way to get to their homeworld.
Hard to imagine how a Turian patrol could take out a collector's ship.
Reports indicate the hull's intact, but all systems seem to be offline. They could be making repairs as we speak. I'm not saying it won't be dangerous, but we can't let an opportunity like this slip by.
It sounds like a trap.
If they had a patrol out there, why aren't the Turians sending a recon team in?
They will, eventually. But I intercepted the transmissions. In the meantime, we're feeding them false reports. You're close enough that you can be in and out before the Turians learn the truth.
That sounds bad. Don't do that.
You sure this information's good?
Information is my weapon, Shepard. It's good.
Ugh.
Send me the coordinates and I'll take care of it.
Already sent. Once you're aboard the ship, establish an uplink with Edie. She'll mine their data for information regarding the Omega-4 relay. Good luck, Shepard.
Okay, weird electronic eyes.
Find us a collector ship.
I really don't trust him. And I mean, look, I'm obviously biased because I've played all 3 games, right? But, he just irks me. Anyway, who should we take with us? For the most unique dialogue here, we recommend bringing Garrus and Jack. I feel like you have lied to me before, IGN, about this. It says there are no right or wrong answers in terms of teammates, but go with who you're most comfortable with. A well-rounded team will go a long way here. What does that mean? Like as in people who have diverse skill sets? Look, as an engineer, maybe we should stay away from people who have engineering skills, but that's difficult on this team. So Grunt's pretty strong, and we have unlocked a few more things for him. As much as I love Grunt, I wish he were Rex, because then we would have a strong Krogan who also wields biotics. But that's okay. I can't remember. Yeah, you don't have squad incendiary ammo, and I don't think you have the points left to turn it into squad. And fortification isn't really going to be helpful here. I don't know how helpful overload will be either. Squad incendiary ammo could be helpful. Pull, not so much, but pull combined with warp, maybe. Neither of you are loyal though, so I don't know how good your skills are going to be together. So pull, shockwave, and warp could be a good combo. So instead of Garrus and Jack, maybe Miranda and Jack. I always feel like in this mission, taking Miranda is good. Not so much because of her skills, but because of the nature of the collectorship. Obviously, going onto a collector ship, we're going to face a lot of collectors, right? So we need something that can go through barriers and armor pretty easily. You're too squishy, Morden. Like, I love you, but you're just not tough. I wish this had more information, like their shields and health and stuff. We did unlock the new pistol too, but we just have to remember that it's good against armor, but not barriers or shields from memory. So just be careful who we equip with that. Jack, you can use shotguns. I have a feeling you're going to be helpful. Not so much with pull, but shockwave I think will be helpful. And shotguns I think will be helpful. Now, Jacob, if only yours wasn't pull field. You also use shotguns though, and incendiary ammo. So maybe if we could combine you with someone else. Maybe Thane? Sniper rifles, if you're any good with it, will be good. Have warp and throw combined with pull, and then we all have incendiary. That could be good. Now you have air. You also have sniper rifles, and we have kind of fully upgraded those things. I don't know how helpful overload will be here though. That's the only thing. Who haven't we considered? No, not useful. If you had Reeve, yes. No. Basically the same as me, so not helpful. Sniper rifles and heavy concussive shot are good. Warp is good, and your leadership bonus is good. Shotguns with incendiary ammo and concussive blasts are good. Squad incendiary, pull, and shotguns are good. I feel like that if you two together would work. Pull and shockwave are good, but lacking on the weapon front. Your rapid shadow strike is vastly underrated, but I'm not sure that this is the right time for it. I feel like maybe these two, even though I think it's going to make for a pretty boring dialogue, I'd really much rather take Miranda. If only you had throw instead of overload. I might regret this, but I might take my two Cerberus operatives reluctantly. So she gives everyone an extra bit of health and weapon damage, which is very nice. I think we'll go for heavy warp. I think that's going to come in handy. And I think I'll save these for later and just be stuck with basic overload for now, because slam is much better. Pull field I think will be helpful. Squad incendiary ammo will be helpful. I don't care about barriers, so that doesn't matter. So I guess making you stronger is the option that we have, and it's the option that we'll take. We're all a little bit squishy, which concerns me. But we'll just have to deal with it. So, don't really care much about the machine gun because I don't use them very often. So, the M5 is very good. Effective against armor, weak against shields and biotic barriers. Oh, this is also weak against shields and biotic barriers. Good to know. I don't think I knew that. Excuse me. Look, we'll try it out. Who knows? It could be good. And I think we'll stick with the collector beam because we need something that's good against barriers. Yeah. I don't really know what the best one here is. This one says it's effective against shields and biotic barriers but weak against armor. This says nothing of the sort about any of these, except that this dramatically improves its armor piercing capabilities. So I guess we'll try that. And then Miranda, I guess you keep the Tempest. The Tempest is a good gun. It's weak against armor, but it's very effective against biotic barriers, so I guess that's good. So this for barriers and this for armor, I guess. Doesn't say much about anything. This mission makes me very nervous.
We have a visual on the collector ship, Commander.
Very low emissions.
God, I looked dumb in that armor.
Infrared temperatures suggest most systems are offline. Thrusters are cold.
That thing is massive. How the hell did the Turians take it out?
I don't think they did. I think that was a lie to get us to go here. Because the
Radar scans
elusive
do not
man is a
detect any
dick.
hull breaches on the side facing us. I detect no Mass Effect field distortions. It appears the drive core is offline.
Rendezvous in 30 seconds,
It's a
Commander.
trap! Tell me in the comments if you know what that was from. It was a very poor impersonation. Cool ambient screams. From a distance, our armor looks kind of cool.
Looks like a
140. Is that fully charged again, or are we low? Yeah, your gun's good against.
Insect hive. Penetrating scans have detected.
Yeah, your shotgun's good against everything. Yours is good against barriers. Mine's good against armor, so let's remember that.
Link with collector data banks. Marking location to your hardsuit computer.
Thanks. Okay, everyone has incendiary on. Now let's switch weapons.
Change weapons. Rearming.
And let's add armor. Add flame on. Okay, and we'll go back. So now I'm effective against armor, you're effective against barriers, you're effective against everything.
Switch up. Change
And we
weapons.
should still all have flame on. We do. Great. This place is so gross. Spoiler alert.
Shepard, I've compared the ship's EM signature to known collector profiles. It is the vessel you encountered on Horizon.
Maybe the defense towers softened it for the Turians.
The colonists might be on board, if they're still alive.
Spoiler alert, we come across a very similar looking gross place later on. I think what makes it worse is that it's a mix between like this techie looking stuff and then like gross insect sacks. One thing to note in this is that we can kind of... Oh, hello, laser pointer. We can kind of get lost going wrong ways. So I'm gonna try and remember to save at lots of different points. I'm guessing whoever was here is no longer still alive.
These are the same containers the collectors used on Horizon. Only these are empty.
Can't imagine that. Trapped in there at the mercy of the collectors.
Yay, ambient screams. I really shouldn't be playing this while I'm home alone. Honestly, I don't know what I was thinking. Also, I need to find out what the... What is that? Is that just heat haze? Because it looks disgusting. Ew, that looks like maggots. Sick. My ear is itchy.
This looks
Oh.
bad.
Yeah, you don't say.
Bodies just left here. They're just things to the collectors.
They could have been used for testing. If they were a control group, they would have been discarded at the end of the experiment.
There are worse things than death. Like being a test subject for twisted aliens.
So they got screwed on both fronts. Great.
Is that a face? Oh. Cool. Okay, hang on. Let's actually see if there is a quick save button. There is! F5. Great. Let's test it out. Yeah, it works. Cool. So I don't have to keep going to that screen. Look at these poor people. Oh. Medkit. Not a good sign.
That's a collector. Were they experimenting on one of their own?
Edie, I'm uploading the data from this terminal. See if you can figure out what they were up to.
Data received. Analyzing. The collectors were running baseline genetic comparisons between their species and humanity.
Are they looking for similarities?
I have no hypothesis on their motivations. All I have are the preliminary results. They reveal something remarkable. A quad-strand genetic structure identical to traces collected from ancient ruins. Only one race is known to have this structure, the Protheans.
My God. The Protheans didn't vanish. They're just working for the Reapers now.
These are no longer Prothean, Shepard. Their genes show distinct signs of extensive genetic rewrite. The Reapers have repurposed them to suit their needs.
Reapers didn't wipe out the Protheans. They turned them into monsters and enslaved them. Still, they're working for the Reapers now, and we have to stop them.
They're not doing to us what they did to the Protheans.
Let's find what we need before the Collectors come to salvage this vessel. Move out.
Cool. So we can pick. Let's go with sniper rifle. Which I just realized means I can now use sniper rifles myself. I think I already have the one that I would want to use equipped. I do. It's the Viper. And now I have Flame On as well. Fantastic. What does it say? Effective against shields. Highly effective against armor. Okay, cool. So now we have long range, short range, and so we've got a little bit of everything, which is good. Oh, we got way more of that too, which is good. We don't need to change our weapon loadout. And that will just reset our ammo, so I don't want to do that. It's really warm. I'm going to put the aircon on again. I literally just turned it off, but it's really warm. I think it's really warm because I'm stressing myself out as well. Do not like this.
More pods.
There must be hundreds of them. How many do you think are full?
Too many.
I detect no signs of life in the pod, Shepard. It is probable the victims inside died when the ship lost primary power.
How did the ship lose power? Is that why this place looks so decrepit? Also, I think it's interesting how Shepard's like, well, they're working for the Reapers now, as if it was like the choice of the Protheans to kind of like have something to do with this, when I think it was more likely that they've been taken by the Reapers and completely changed. Like, they're not the same. They're so different, in fact, that we have given them a different name. Collector. I don't like that we have the option to take cover here. Oh, but you know what I do like? Being able to see very clearly in the distance, as I can with this sniper rifle. This makes me miss playing as Infiltrator. Giving myself a little preview. Make things less scary, cause I can see what's gonna happen. Maybe. Oh no, this feels like it's gonna trigger a fight. Gross. Yeah, let's just try and get through here as quickly as we can.
Commander, you gotta hear this. On a hunch, I asked Edie to run an analysis on this ship.
I compared the EM profile against data recorded by the original Normandy 2 years ago. They are an exact match.
The same ship dogging me for 2 years? Way beyond coincidence.
Something doesn't add up, Commander. Watch your back.
Yeah, isn't it weird that Cerberus was really interested in us and we got attacked by a collector ship, and now the elusive man's like, oh, this collector ship just happens to like be here turned off, you should go check it out. Ugh. Guys, you work for the enemy. I do not love any part of this. Well, that's it. I'm here. I'm cranky. And I want to get even. I just keep checking that mini map to kind of like give myself a heads up of what's around the corner. Because something tell me it's not good.
They could take every human in the Terminus systems and not have enough to fill these pods.
Look at all of them.
They have to be after Earth.
Not if we stop them.
Of course the Reapers are after Earth. It's like the whole point, right? Oh. I don't like that sound. Oh, I don't like that sound at all.
On the platform, control panel.
Where are the bodies of the collector crew? Careful, Shepard. Something doesn't feel right about this.
God, you guys are so stupid sometimes.
Edie, I'm setting up a bridge between you and the collector ship. See if you can get anything useful from the database.
It annoys me. Sometimes the dialogue annoys me when it's like, oh, here's another hint. Something's fishy.
Data mine in progress, Shepard.
It's a bit too over the top.
That can't be good.
Everyone's all right, Joker. What just happened?
Major power surge. Everything went dark, but we're back up now.
I managed to divert the majority of the overload to non-critical systems. Shepard, it was not a malfunction. This was a trap.
Well, who would have thunk it?
We need a little help here, Edie.
I am having trouble maintaining connection. There's someone else in the system.
Oh, that music. Miranda, get up. Oh, man.
Connection reestablished. I need to finish the download before I can override any systems.
Better get it done fast, Edie.
We've got company. Hostile!
My shields are down.
Holy shit.
Here we go.
Got him. Only damage the vessel.
Come on, Edie, speed it up. Another platform coming in.
What direction? Is this the one you're talking about? Oh god, it's very close.
Enemy!
I might.
Pain is an illusion. I must tear you apart, Shepard. This is true power. My attacks will tear you apart.
Oh, that was good. Thanks for nothing, Jacob. Honestly.
Shepard, you must manually re-establish my link to the command console.
I've regained control of the platform, Shepard.
I knew you wouldn't let us down, Edie.
I always work at optimal capacity.
Did you get what we needed?
I found data that would help us successfully navigate the Omega-4 relay. I have also found a Turian distress call that served as the lure for this trap. The Collectors were the source. It is unusual.
Called it! There was never any Turians here.
Seems logical to me that they would have sent the initial message as bait.
No, it is unusual because Turian emergency channels have secondary encryption. It is corrupted in the message. It is not possible that the elusive man would believe the distress call was genuine.
Why are you so sure?
I found the anomaly with Cerberus detection protocols. He wrote them.
He knew it was a trap? Why would he send us into a trap?
We don't have time to throw blame around. We'll question him when we're out.
You're right. It's too much, even for Cerberus. There's got to be an explanation.
Commander, we got another problem. The collector ship is powering up.
You need to get out of there before their weapons come online. I'm not losing another Normandy.
I do not have full control of their systems. I will do what I can. Sending coordinates for shuttle extraction.
Come on, let's move.
Cool. So, I wondered why that sequence that we ran up felt familiar. And it's because I recall running back down it.
Around the corner, take the door on your right.
You can almost hear them like powering up.
Watch out!
Wow, these sniper rifles are good. We can get him down to armor quickly. I almost feel mean. Can I save? Okay, that's a good sign. The music is so awful, which I think is just a testament to how effective it is. Like, it makes me scared. Okay, I'm guessing that's a good spot to hide. Yup. Wow, this is why I like sniper rifles. Huh. Yeah, tech powers are good, but nothing beats a good old-fashioned sniper rifle.
Here goes.
That was useless, but okay.
Target down! I will direct this personally. Direct intervention is necessary.
And one left.
This hurts you.
Perfect.
1 and 100 will replace it.
Yeah.
Get over here.
Okay, we... absolutely owe our lives to this sniper rifle. Do we go down here? Can I save? Okay, it's always a good sign when you can save, because there can't be an enemy in like your immediate vicinity. Oh, I don't like this though.
I am opening a door on the far side of the room.
Gotcha. I've seen it. Enemy down. Firing now. That was ineffective.
Yikes.
Here we go.
Oh my god.
Attack didn't work. How's that one? That was ineffective. That was ineffective.
Oh. Woo! Hopefully. Oh my god.
Edie, we got a problem here.
A temporary setback on firewall 3217. Rerouting commands through firewall 7164. I have successfully opened a door on the opposite wall. I will keep it open as long as I can.
Down there. That's where we came in.
We must be getting close to the end.
use this.
Okay, it auto-saved for us, which I don't like. I feel like the Praetorian is like the hardest thing, right? So they wouldn't make us do that again, would they? Ah! They would! And they would give us nowhere to hide!
Here we go.
Oh my god.
Gun! Assuming control.
Oh my gosh.
Assuming control. You will. Got him! Shepard.
Bitch, you gonna die!
If
Going
I
to cover.
tear you apart, Shepard, I will. I know your feelings.
Enemy down. Heads up.
Come on over!
I always forget about the explosive power.
I will direct this personally.
Oh shit.
Found that one.
I like this. I like this weapon. It makes things not so scary. Ah! And they are very scary. Miranda!
Commander, I hate to rush you, but those weapons are about to come online. Might want to double time it, so we can leave before they blow the Normandy in half.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is where,
Here we go.
having something like, Jack's power would be helpful.
Enemy down.
Oh my god.
Firing now. Done.
Can we get out down there? No, it doesn't look like it. We have to go this stupid way. Is it letting me save? Oh, no, it's not letting me save. Which is never a good sign. Oh.
We're out of time, Commander. We have to go.
You heard the man. Everybody onto the Normandy. Move!
Baby girl.
Strap in, people.
Being naughty.
I'm gonna make him work for it this time.
That wasn't as long as I remembered. Thank God, because I hated it.
We can't dodge this guy forever, Edie. Get us the hell out of here.
Specify a destination, Mr. Moreau.
Anywhere that's not here.
Very well. Engaging Mass Effect Core.
Well, we did not enjoy that. We did not. Let's see if we stopped it up. We got our weapon, great. We got our damage protection, great. We got our tech damage, yup. Credits, got the full 75,000. Element 0, 500, fantastic. Whew. Now I'm cold again. Just a few. Hey, asshole.
Shepard, looks like Edie extracted some interesting data before the collector ship came back online.
Edie told us the distress call originated from the collectors. You betrayed us, just like I knew you would.
We're at war. The collectors are taking humans, and every minute we waste is one more we give the enemy to prepare.
I know the stakes, but we're supposed to be on the same side, and I can't trust you.
Without that information, we don't reach the collector homeworld, and you and every other human may as well be dead. It was a trap, but I was confident in your abilities. And don't forget Edie. The collectors couldn't have anticipated her.
Why? Yeah. You invested in me. Why lie? That is very much what I want to say. I don't know if I think it's only in the third game that you have to be super consistent with what you say in order to have a particular conversation with him at the end of the next game. I really want to say this. Okay. See, this is the only time that I refer to the guide for these dumb conversations, because the whole point is that you have the conversation naturally. But they penalize you if you do that. So, we have to say I'd have found another way to get our points, and I'm scared that I'll lose that option if I select you invested in me, why lie?
You could have told me the plan. You say I'm important, but you sure try hard to get me killed.
I needed the collectors to believe they had the upper hand. Telling you could have tipped them off in any number of ways. Besides, I wouldn't have sent you in if I didn't think you could succeed.
I don't risk people. There are always alternatives.
You may not like being on the receiving end, neither would I. But the facts are with me. As much as we try to avoid them, these decisions need to be made. But more importantly, It paid off. Edie confirmed our suspicions. The Reapers and Collector ships use an advanced identify friend-foe system that the relays recognize. All we need to do is get our hands on one of those IFFs.
I'm guessing you have a plan.
We have a science team working on a derelict Reaper right now. I need you to go and pick up its IFF.
I get the feeling this isn't gonna be a simple swing by and pick up our package.
We lost contact with Dr. Chandana's team shortly after they boarded. Initial reconnaissance revealed no clues, and it was too risky to commit more resources. But now we need that IFF. I'll forward the coordinates to Joker. In the meantime, I suggest you tell your crew I didn't risk their lives unnecessarily. It will make things easier going forward.
Edie, tell the crew to assemble. We've got a lot to talk about.
Of course, Shepard.
Something tells me you're not on the receiving end very often, elusive man.
So the elusive man didn't sell us out. Could have fooled me.
Lied to us, used us, needed access to the Collector databanks. Necessary risk.
There really wasn't any other choice. Let's just hope this IFF works.
My analysis is accurate, Shepard. I have also determined the approximate location of the Collector homeworld, based on navigational data from their vessel.
Right at the heart of a galaxy?
That can't be right.
Edie doesn't make mistakes. The Collector homeworld is located somewhere in the galactic core.
Can't be. The core is just black holes and exploding suns. There are no habitable planets there.
Could be an artificial construction. Space station protected by powerful mass effect fields and radiation shields.
Even the Collectors don't have that kind of technology.
The Collectors are just servants of our real enemy. And we've all seen what their masters are capable of. They built the mass relays and the Citadel. Who's to say they can't build a space station surrounded by black holes? No wonder nobody's ever returned from a trip through the Omega-4 mass relay.
The logical conclusion is that a small safe zone exists on the far side of the relay, a region where ships can survive. Standard relay transit protocols would not allow safe transport. Drift of several thousand kilometers is common, and would be fatal in the galactic core. The Reaper IFF must trigger the relay to use more advanced encrypted protocols.
Just because we can follow the Collectors through the relay doesn't mean we can take them out. I don't want to go after them until I know we're ready.
Sooner or later, we need that IFF. I say, why wait?
It's a derelict Reaper. What if the Collectors are waiting for us? We may want to build up our team before we take that kind of risk.
The more people we have on our side, the better our chances of success. We need to keep building up the team.
It's your call, Commander. Whatever you decide, we're with you.
So, Jacob, as always, with the terrible advice. Spoiler alert, if we go after the IFF now, some of our crew will die. So, you know, that's great. Do I have enough for both? I think I do. Damage protection. Tech damage. Whoa, we're low on palladium? Since when? I didn't even know that could happen. Okay. Oh. Have we spoken to you on the ship since we've done your... I don't think we
Still
have.
hard to believe Malin betrayed me. Betrayed my work. Disgusted by his actions. Proud of his nerve, though. Almost thought he lacked backbone. Hope he finds something new. Better goal, better purpose. Fewer torture tests.
You're really at peace with what happened?
Yes, of course. Can't change what happened. Life continues. Back to mission, back to work. Become like Malin otherwise. Solarian emotional processing faster than other species. Has to be. Short-lived culture can't spend time reminiscing.
So you really don't feel bad at all about what happened on Tachanka?
Yes, correct. Now at least. Greatly distressed at the time. Stages of grief, loss, anger, rationalization. Dealt with it. Most issues settled on Tachanka, some on shuttle back to Normandy.
What about Malin's data on the genophage? His attempts at a cure?
What about it? Have it over there somewhere. I'm not dealing with it now. Need to focus on collectors. Not important now, regardless. Appreciate you helping me back into Tachanka. Should get back to work. Wasted enough time already. Lots to do. Talk later?
I want you to talk now.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute?
Perhaps later. Trying to determine how Scale Itch got onto Normandy. Say, anything else?
Have you got a minute?
Anything else?
Have you got a
Perhaps
minute?
later. Anything else?
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
Did we do anybody else's loyalty missions? Grunts.
You had me so worried when you were trapped on the collector ship. Thank goodness for Edie.
That sounds like more than just professional concern, Kelly.
You're more than just my commander. You're my friend.
Edie brought you back to me. If she had a body, I'd give her a big hug.
I'm standing right here. Where's my hug?
Oh, Shepard. I wish there were time to get to know you better.
Why don't you join me in my cabin for a meal? It would give us the chance to talk.
That sounds wonderful. I've been hoping for some private time with you. Lead the way.
Wait, right now? So I couldn't remember if we had the right dialogue to unlock this, but there's a massive benefit to this dinner.
Goodness. I haven't stayed up that late since my college days. I had a wonderful evening. Thank you, Shepard. I noticed the fish tank up in your cabin. If you'd like, I could feed your fish while you're away.
I'd appreciate that, Kelly.
It's my pleasure. Anyway, what's up?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
How do you feel about
I
being
was handpicked, buddy. How do I feel? But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your
Don't
lead,
worry.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met
you more than
now.
that.
Anything else you'd like to talk about? Okay. Maybe. Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
So if you can't tell, I'm happy because Kelly will feed our fish now. Yay! Oh, we got an email from the shaman. Okay, thanks, shaman. That's a weird threat, but thanks. I'm just, just in case Kelly forgot the first time. Fishies! You've now got at least 2 people looking after you. Isn't that great? Space hamster. So, is Liara still in our photo frame? Yep. I'm always curious to see how things change. Nothing over here. Okay. We're changing this armor. So it looks ridiculous. We'll use the headshot damage now, I think. Let's go with power damage, I think. Let's finally change this color. think I've ever worn this colour. That could be kind of cool. And I'm changing our casual appearance because I don't like that weird neck thing. Let's just go back to this. It's what's most comfortable. So, who else can we talk to? Grunt. Wait. I suppose I'll talk to you.
Back for another lesson.
Oh.
Collectors and Protheans. It's all about my pay grade. I'm more used to putting down rebellions, tracking down bastards who didn't pay their gambling debts. Still, even I know a galaxy-shaking revelation when I hear one. Makes fighting land wars for pay seem small time.
Great observation, as always, Zaid. I feel like, as much as I like Zaid and Kasumi's kind of stories individually, particularly Kasumi's, I suppose, I don't feel like they really fit in with the rest of the crew. Yeah, maybe it's because they're human.
Bird not grunt. I like it. I have a clan. That makes me... It makes me want to fight, not just able to. At Uvink, I wanted to disembowel him, to tear out his spine like a trophy.
We started this because you were losing control. Now you sound more violent than ever.
Rex said I was normal. Just had this built-up stuff because of being grown in the tank. Now that I know it's not an outside thing, and I have a place as a Krogan, I like it.
Okay.
Our enemies are in trouble, Shepard, and we better not run out of targets.
I'm not planning on living like this forever, Grunt.
Talk like that, and it won't be your choice. I'm sure as hell not quitting with a whimper. Just so you're clear where we stand.
I'm not asking you to quit, bro. I'm just saying, like, I want to relax at some point.
Did Okeer give you any imprints about the
You already know more than he did. Okeer's is barely useful. If you fight them, hit them hard the first time.
Just checking in. How are you doing?
Humans talk too much. Like the tank. Come back later.
That's all for now.
Shepard.
I think because we've unlocked everybody's side missions, we now find ourselves in a situation where we can't really talk to anyone until we do their silly side mission. So, I don't mean silly, just like until we do it.
So the Collectors were once Protheans, repurposed by the Reapers. What a sad end.
Makes you wonder if the Keepers on the Citadel were once something different.
Commander.
I assume everything's going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point. Well, I would never say anything against Miranda, and expect to survive the reprisal. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
I'm surprised there wasn't more to say after that mission from those two. We'll go to Liara's base, I guess. Depending on where we are. Where did you take us, actually? Yeah, where in the hell are we? There's a lot going on in the Citadel. We haven't explored the Krogan DMZ at all. I think we really ought to do some planet exploration. Now, I did have a list of things that I wanted to do. I think we'll just go to the Shadowbreaker base for now. Hopefully get some money. Now, fun story that you already know, but I'll remind you. I tried to take advantage of an exploit where you change the date on your computer to trick the Shadowbreaker base into thinking like all this time has passed, so that you can get more deliveries. And in the process, I broke my save file. So that's fun.
Shepard, I'm glad you came.
You say that every time. Okay, so interestingly, we only have 2 here, even though I haven't played for like 4 days or something. So who knows if the exploit would have even worked. Aha! So we've now unlocked what I think is one of the most powerful heavy weapons in the game. I don't know if I want to use it though. So we could do another mission now and then come back to see Liara tomorrow and have unlocked 2 things that we might not even need, to be honest. Why don't we do a little bit of space exploration and a bit of shopping? The benefit of helping Samara early is that we unlock her power, and her mission is, but there's no combat. Maybe we'll do that one actually. That sounds like a fun idea. Let's do it. Go on. much money do we have? So where do we help Samara? I don't think I originally had helped Samara this early on the list. But I want to unlock her power. Let's take Kasumi. Ooh. I didn't reassign our points. So we might not be able to pass the checks on this. But I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna leave them in there. I want you to have a fully fleshed Reeve, as will I. None of this is really important.
The daily death count on Omega is too high for me to pinpoint an Ardat Yakshi's location. However, given the reputation of Ardat Yakshi among the Asari, Arya T'Loak may have tracked her movements.
Thank you.
I didn't think about this, so your casual dress is actually quite important in this. So, one moment, please. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. I don't think they'll let us into the club in this outfit. Not where we're going anyway. So, I think it's either going to be this one or this one. Why does the shape of our body change depending on what we're wearing? Like our shoulders literally change shape. Or am I just going crazy? And our arms, look. Did they get feedback? Like, 'cause look, if you look at this dress, our arms look kind of like weird, right? And sinewy. Whereas we put this dress on, oh, a bit softer, more fleshed out. I like that look more, so. This is a complicated mission. Like, I don't think you would be able to do this mission, like, and pass it satisfactorily without a guide. So kudos to the players who did do that. I'm gonna have to read through this. So yeah, we're taking Samara and Kasumi. I think you two, I'm not really sure like how either of you are even present. I mean, I know.
The daily death count on Omega is too high for me to pinpoint an Ardat Yakshi's location. However, given the reputation of Ardat Yakshi among the Asari, Arya T'Loak may have tracked her movements.
Thank you.
Come on, let me in.
Did that? Did that lady just say, has anyone here seen her head?
What do you need? An Asari fugitive is hiding out here. She's an Ardat Yakshi. We need to find her.
I knew it. Nothing leaves a body quite so empty as an Ardat Yakshi does.
You haven't taken steps to kill her?
Why would I? She hasn't tried to seduce me. Her last victim was a young girl. Pretty thing. Lived in the tenements near here. That's where I'd start looking.
Sounds like you and Paige are,
As I said, the toughest fight of my life. I eventually found a certain...
Interesting.
Do you need something else? You should find a nice young man to keep you warm in the meantime. You look like you need to loosen up a little.
I think I made the wrong
You haven't
decision.
Her last victim was a young girl. Pretty thing. Lived in the tenements near here. That's where I'd start looking.
Thanks for the help.
Good luck finding her. Better luck catching her.
Ugh, Arya, you're so cool. It's so annoying.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah, Grizz.
Come on, let me in.
Okay, so we go to this apartment. Whoever wrote this guide left a mistake in there. And they've said, inside you'll find the mother of Morden's latest victim instead of Marinth's. I mean, how long has this game been out and this hasn't been fixed? I find that funny. So...
Then, end it. Humans. Complies with galactic purity. You, sir. You are a blunt.
Here's a door that wasn't here before.
Are you here about my daughter? My nephew died a week ago and no one seems to care.
Where's Kasumi?
The medic said it was a brain hemorrhage, but that's not true. It was murder. Someone killed my nephew, my baby.
I think she was murdered too, and I'm looking for her killer.
Oh, thank you.
It's so hard when no one believes you. I'm all alone now. Are you one of Aria's people?
I'm here to help. Does it matter who sent me?
No one else on this hellhole station gives a damn that my nephew is dead. If you can do something about it, I'll help you however I can.
Did your daughter have a lot of friends?
Not a lot, no. She was shy. Spent most of her time off making her sculptures, not hanging out with friends. Something did change in the last few weeks, though. She started talking about an Asari. Morinth.
I see.
I didn't like her. She kept dragging Neff out to clubs, and I'm pretty sure she gave my daughter drugs.
What kind of a person was this Morinth?
I never met her. But Neff talked about her like she was a queen. You'd swear there was no one else alive when she talked about Morinth.
That sounds familiar.
Did Neff hang out anywhere in particular?
She was always quiet working here at home. Then, a few weeks ago, she started going out all the time to the VIP area of that club down the street. I think you need a password or something to get in there. The change was so sudden. She just seemed tired and distracted when she wasn't around Morinth.
What kind of a girl was your daughter?
My nephew had a fire inside her. She was shy, but she was creative and driven and the best girl a mother could hope for.
She was creative. How so?
She was a sculptor. Several galleries were interested in her. Said her work was fresh.
Do you mind if I examine Neff's room?
I didn't want to disturb anything. Her clothes, her art, her sculptures, everything is the way she left it. The way it will always be. My baby is gone. Thank you. I'm sorry. I just miss her so much.
It's okay. We've all suffered loss.
Oh!
I know what it means to lose a daughter. I will avenge her.
Thank you. Please, if it helps you find her killer, look through her things.
We will be respectful.
I'll examine her things.
Shepard, just a little bit of advice. If someone is going through grief this acute, never try and empathize by saying we've all or I've felt like that. You know what I mean? Because when you're experiencing it, it definitely doesn't feel like other people can relate unless they have exactly the same kind of situation as you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure if two parents both lost their children in the same accident or something, some freak accident, they can probably relate to one another. But we have no grounds to sympathize with this situation at all. So, oh, this is her. Wait, this is her apartment? Oh, that was the kitchen. That's the living room. Prime location. I hate to think how much she paid for it. Let's have a look.
Neff made that. A man from some gallery offered me 4 years' salary for it. But I'd never part with it.
It's a bit phallic, isn't it? Anyway.
Neff, I'm sending you this hologram by the Alcor artist Forta. His work is sublime, but don't stare at it too long or you may go mad. I don't want anything bad to happen to you, love. I can't wait to hear what you think of Forta. Neff, I'm sending you this hologram by the Alcor artist Forta. His work is sublime, but don't stare at it too long or you may go mad. I don't want anything bad to happen to you, love. I can't wait to hear what you think of Forta.
Is that Morit's voice?
Read the oldest entry.
Hey, diary. Cycle 34, orbit 671. There's a lot to talk about. I dropped Jarut's name, and they let me into the VIP room at Afterlife. I'm sure everyone was staring at me. Then the most beautiful Asari starts dancing near me. She moves like water, form and volume, but shifting, changing. I'm in a trance. to see her again tomorrow.
Read the middle entry.
Cycle 36, orbit 671. Am I a freak? Morinth is a girl like me, and she's definitely not human. Just when we dance and the helix is flowing through me, the way she looks at me with a hunger, a longing, no one's ever looked at me like that. We kissed tonight.
She sounds very naive. Makes her a good target, I suppose.
Read the newest entry.
Cycle 42, orbit 67. She's going to take me to her apartment tonight. Whatever happens, I want to be with her forever. She can sell my pieces. We can live somewhere glamorous, like the women in Vanya that Vid Morinth likes. How did this happen to me? I'm just dumb trash from Omega.
Oh, honey.
Close the hollow journal.
This is Morinth's work. She's attracted to artists and creators. Someone with a spark, slightly isolated from their peers. She impresses with sophistication and sex appeal. Then she strikes. The hunt interests her as much as the conquest.
Anyone who successfully hunted sapient beings for 400 years warrants caution.
Morinth speaks to you on many levels. Her body tells yours that she'll bring unimaginable ecstasy. Her scent evokes emotions long hidden. Her eyes promise you things you were always scared to ask of another. Her voice whispers to you after she is done speaking.
She sounds more like a highly evolved killer than a genetic defective.
The condition has been present since my people huddled around fires at night. Perhaps it is symbiotic rather than a defect. Storming her den would be a mistake. She will have 100 escape routes planned. She will go to ground and disappear for 50 years or more. This is the closest I've ever been.
So we have to lure her out.
Exactly. Shepard, you read my mind. Afterlife's VIP section seems her preferred hunting ground. You must go there alone and unarmed.
She'll come after me.
You can draw Morinth out. She'll certainly flee if she catches sight of me, but she won't be able to resist you. You are an artist on the battlefield. You have the vital spark that attracts her. Your power will draw her in.
Time's wasting. Let's get over there.
I agree. We can talk more once we're there.
Hello again. Did you find anything? Is there anything I can do to help?
I should go.
End is not.
I actually read an interesting article recently with one of the game designers who was responsible for this loyalty mission. And they had to fight really hard to keep it combat free and try and tell this story. And it was really interesting hearing like the process behind crafting it in a way that would do due diligence to the decisions that you make. But unfortunately, it meant that one of the outcomes is a little less fleshed out than it could have been, but we'll be playing the more fleshed out pathway. No, and no. Ooh, maybe. No. I don't know what we have at the moment. What do we have at the moment? Gauntlets. That's like arms, right? Or is that shoulders? Is this forearms or shoulders? I'll get it and we'll see. Before we head up to the VIP section.
Human Alliance soldiers for their efforts in repelling Saren's invasion 2 years ago.
I like the Cedia towns. They're prettier. They value their light. They don't have god-awful neon everywhere, like Ilium or the Citadel. Just the light of people living, moving from place to place. Just enough to know people live there.
Right. That is expensive. But I'll remember that it's there.
The Shepherd Memorial on Akuz is expected to open next year, once the area is declared safe for visitors. Admiral Stephen Hackett will preside.
What do you want?
I'd like to join the party.
This really isn't your kind of place. Afterlife's main floor has lots of drinks and great music. What do you want?
Someone told me the rest of Afterlife's nothing compared to this place.
Sounds like a smart person. Who was it?
Jarut.
Go on in. Word to the wise. Start a fight, we'll hurt you. Someone attacks you, it's okay to defend yourself.
You must go in alone. Morinth will be watching. Like any predator, she is cautious. You must pique her interest enough that she will approach you. When you are face to face, subtly encourage her to invite you to her apartment. I'll follow discreetly, and when you are alone, I'll spring the trap. Know this, until I get there, you are in great peril. She will be planning to inflict horrors on you. If you are not careful, you will want her to.
How can I spark her interest when I'm not even talking to her?
Courage or suicidal bravery could attract her. Hurt someone in defense and she will be excited. But pick a fight and she'll be bored. Show skill at working smoothly through a nightclub crowd. She will be intrigued. She'll want you the moment she sees you. The rest is just a matter of overpowering her caution.
How do I convince her to take me home?
She admires strength, directness, and vigor. Modesty, chivalry, or meekness frustrate and bore her. Violence excites her. You've killed Shepard. She'll like that.
Getting her alone and falling under her sway. That'll require careful timing.
I will be near, and I will come for you, Shepard. Trust me as I trust and honor you.
Okay. What other things have we learned about Morinth that can help us here?
According to Neff's journal, Morinth likes dancing while on a drug called Halax. Neff's journal mentioned a vid called Vayenya. It seemed to have something to do with glamorous women. Morinth sent Neff a note saying she likes the Elcor artist Forta. Well, Shepard, that's everything we know.
Okay. There are 6 activities we can participate in, all of which can be passed or failed. You must pass any 3 in order to attract Morinth. If you fail at any 4 activities, you fail the loyalty mission entirely. Failing the loyalty mission will still complete it with most of the rewards. However, Samara will not be loyal. And like anyone who isn't loyal, as we enter the end point of the game, they are at risk of dying in the final mission. With one exception, you only get 1 shot at any activity. 2 activities can only be passed by paragons, 2 can only be passed by renegades, and the remaining 2 are neutral. So I say we attempt the Paragon only ones first, which is Where the Dancer. But we have to pass the Let's Dance charm.
Let's get started.
Shepard, we only get one chance at this. Any mistake and Morant will disappear. If you're the least bit unsure, come talk to me. I will wait here. And Shepard, thank you. I do not share this burden easily, and you are the only soul I can imagine sharing it with.
So, we'll do a manual save here so that we know where we can resume from if we make a mistake. So save 136. Whoops, what's happening? What?
Come on, baby. I can pay. I'm a good tipper, too.
Told you to stay away from me.
It's hard to get. Give it up, baby. I'm sold.
Leave me alone.
Don't be like that. I got creds. We'll go back to my place. I got simple tastes.
Back off, asshole. I'm a dancer, not a hooker.
You got a mouth on you. I'll enjoy watching you use it.
The lady asked you to step away.
You want in on this transaction? Hey, I don't care if it's you or this bitch. I just like good times.
Good times are over.
Thanks for that. Security was asleep.
The dancing is better in this part of the club. Okay, so I think we passed that one, so we'll save again.
Hey. Hey! I'll dance next to you. If you want to think we're dancing together, go ahead.
I do want to think that.
I still can't dance though. Okay, I think we passed that, so I'll quick save. Why couldn't we dance with someone cooler like this lady? She's got it going. Look at these ones. They're much better dancers. Take note, Shepard.
Music here used to be avant-garde. No thanks, couldn't dance to it, but you felt smart listening to it.
What'll you have?
These are good people, but they look bored. Bored people don't spend much.
And you got an idea for how I could fix that?
A round of drinks shows that you appreciate their business. Your rep will improve and you'll make more money in the end.
Maybe worth a try once. You better be right. Listen up, everyone! We love having you here, so a round of drinks on the house!
My name is Morin. I've been watching you. You're the most interesting person in this place. I've got a booth over here in the shadows. Why don't you come sit with me? Some nights I come here and there's no one interesting to talk to. Some nights, there's just one person. Tonight it's you. Why is that?
You and I want the same things.
Do we?
I've traveled all over the galaxy.
It changes you, doesn't it?
Real travel means going to dangerous places.
Where you can see and do things most people can't imagine.
Yes.
When I travel, I find myself drawn to dark, dangerous places.
Violent places?
Violence is the surest expression of power.
Violence is a means to an end. Power is that end.
But violence is such a charming way to reach that end.
What do you think of the music here?
Dark rhythms, violent pulses. It stirs something primitive in me. What about you?
Everything I hear has something good about it.
I see you're a woman of strong opinions. You can lose yourself in the music here. There are ways to enhance that, you know?
What do you think of Hallex?
It slithers through my soul. Seems like we share some interests.
Do you know anything about art?
It speaks to the darkest places in me. What about you?
Do you know the artist Forta?
I didn't think anyone around here knew him. He's sublime. Art comes in many varieties. I've seen bids that were more powerful than a sculpture sitting in a gallery.
Do you know Vaenia?
Do you want to get out of here? My apartment is nearby and I want you alone.
Oh, okay, so I have to distract Morinth. Don't know how I'm going to do this. Okay, so we have to pass 3 persuasion checks. Woo! So I'm gonna do another proper save because I'm scared.
I was into dueling for a while. I love the moment you see it in your opponent's eyes. He knows you're better and he's going to die. Have a Hallex if you want, but wouldn't you rather have all your senses be clear and sharp right now? I certainly do.
Yeah, you know me. Ever the sharp. Oh, is this from the Citadel?
A gift from a suitor. The statue's got more personality than he did. Still, he impressed me enough that he finally got what he wanted. It didn't end the way he hoped.
'Cause you killed him?
I love any game where your opponent can believe he is about to win, just before you kill him.
You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Nice apartment. Cool view. Much nicer than the poor girl whom you murdered. I'm gonna save. What happens if we try and leave?
Surely you don't want to leave. Why don't you come over here? I promise you'll like it.
Okay.
I love clubs. People, movement, heat. I can still hear the bass like the drums of a great hunt out for your blood. But here, it's muted, and you're safe. Is that what you want, Shepard?
Oh, interestingly, we can pass this first renegade check as well. Her armor reminds me of the... Is it the Dark Brotherhood? Yeah, it reminds me of the Dark Brotherhood. Skyrim. She looks a lot like her mum, but her voice is different.
People feel safest right before they die.
It's true. We're never safe. I've never understood the fascination with safety. Some of us choose differently. Independence over submission. I think we share that, you and I.
Oh, we can't pass it anymore.
We've both killed many times. But that's where the similarities end.
Why do you say that I've killed? What do you know? Let's stop playing games. Look into my eyes and tell me you want me. Tell me you'd kill for me. Anything I want.
Don't count on it.
But you... Who are you? Oh no. I see what's going on. The bitch herself found a little helper.
Marin!
Mother.
Do not call me that!
I can't choose to stop being your daughter, Mother.
You made your choice long ago. What choice? My only crime was being born with the gifts you gave me. Enough, Morin! I am the genetic destiny of the Asari. But they are not ready to reveal this. So I must die. You are a disease to be purged. Nothing more. I'm as strong as she is. Let me join you. I am already sworn to help you, Shepard. Let us finish this.
So it's interesting that even if you take the Paragon option, you still get to choose now. There is an exploit where you can save and then do both, because having both on any save file means you can get both of their powers later. But I'm not interested in trying to use another exploit unsuccessfully.
End of the line, Morinth.
And they call me a monster.
It's quite sad, really.
Find peace in the embrace of the goddess.
A mother having to kill her own daughter. The daughter.
I am ready to leave this place and get on with my life. Are you ready to go as well?
Do you want to talk about what happened?
Shepard, what do you think I will say? What can I say? I just killed the bravest and smartest of my daughters. There are no words. I will try another time. For now, show mercy on a broken old warrior and let us leave.
I think I'd rather have Reeve than Dominate.
Let's go.
So basically, to unlock Dominate, we just go back to the save that we had. We probably, if you were going to do it, you would do the thing that you don't want to do first. Get back on the save, get back on the Normandy save, then reload the previous save file. Keep the Asari alive that you want. Go back on the Normandy save. But because you have both decisions in your save file somewhere, the game will let you choose either of the powers. It may have been patched in the Legendary Edition. I'd really like to go back and talk to the mum to maybe give her a little bit more closure.
blight on galactic fury. You, sir, you're a blight.
You're a blight. Oh, okay, we can't go back there. I would have liked to have given the mum closure, so that's a shame.
End is not.
Emotions at Shepard's rumored survival are mixed. While some are overjoyed to see her return, others believe her false death was a betrayal.
Come on, let me in.
I guess we can see if Arya has anything to say.
Nothing to see here.
What do you need? Thanks. Maybe I'll come back later.
You should find a nice young man to keep you warm in the meantime. You look like you need to loosen up a little.
Joke's on you, Arya. I did. But, like, in real life.
You want to
so.
talk? Talk to Arya.
Much better move.
So it's disappointing we can't really brag to Arya like, yo, we killed that Asari. And we can't even give the mum closure, which is... I don't know if there's anything left to do now on...
Restrained exasperation. Come to my store. Not just boring junk.
No email from the mum either. That kind of bums me out.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I
No,
should know?
anything else, Commander? Good luck out there, Shepard.
Kelly didn't have anything to say either. Kelly will have a comment to make. She didn't. Says Joker has a comment too. Did I do something wrong? Like, Samara's loyal, right?
I'm glad things worked out, Commander. I was worried you'd dump Samara for some crazy soul sucker with a death fetish, all lithe and sexy and... Never mind.
I assume everything's
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Okay, so... Joker has something to say. Maybe we broke Kelly. As long as you're feeding my fish, Kelly, I don't really care. How are you going, Mordo?
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a
Yes,
minute to talk?
good timing, in fact. Excellent. Made breakthrough. Can share results while next samples grow. Hate waiting for culture analysis. Never fast enough. Usually
Right?
no result in advance. Just checking work. Have to be careful. Getting off track. Discovery. Based on Prothean collector connection, can examine technology, chart Reaper species modification, fall of Protheans.
Tell me what happened.
Early stages similar to indoctrination. Can guess captured Protheans lost intelligence over several cloned generations. Cybernetic augmentation widespread afterward. As Protheans failed, Reapers added tech to compensate. Mental capacity almost gone, replaced by overworked sensory input transfers. Transmitting data to masters.
Is there anything we can do to help them?
No. No glands replaced by tech. No digestive system replaced by tech. No soul replaced by tech. Whatever they were, gone forever. Understand now? No art, no culture, closer to husks than slaves. Tools for Reapers. Protheans dead. Collectors just final insult. Must be destroyed.
I didn't think you needed any more motivation than you already had to stop the collectors.
Enjoyed challenge. Saw necessity of attack on collectors after Plague on Omega. Their work, my people. Hard to care about two armies. One wins, one loses. Always work to do after. Now, have more context. See what collectors are. Wasn't looking for other work before. Don't mean to imply that. Just committed now. Won't let you down.
You said the collectors had no art. I had no idea you cared about that kind of thing.
Personal interest negligible. Sang a little. Multi-species productions for cultural exploration. Gilbert and Sullivan always had me do the patter songs. But not about me. Cultural artistic expression reflects philosophical evolution, interest in growth, perspective, observation, interpretation. Suspect you won't see any art in collector base. Culturally dead. Tools for reapers. Worse than the Geth.
I'm sorry, I know that was important, but you perform Gilbert and Sullivan?
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert, which I know is a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
What is it about the collector's modifications that bothers you so much?
Disrupts socio-technological balance. All scientific advancement due to intelligence overcoming, compensating for limitations. Can't carry a load, so invent wheel. Can't catch food, so invent spear. Limitations. No limitations, no advancement. No advancement, culture stagnates. Works other way, too. Advancement before culture is ready. Disastrous. Saw it with Krogan. Uplifted by Solarians. Disastrous. Our fault.
You blame the Solarians for what the Krogan did?
Yes. Like giving nuclear weapons to cavemen. Krogan unprepared for spaceflight, technological advance. Krogan could have evolved alone, worked out aggression, been ready to use new tech responsibly. Instead, Solarians came, disrupted Krogan culture, used Krogan as blunt instrument against Rachni. Short-sighted. Foolish.
If you feel that way, why did you work on the genophage modification?
Talked before. Best option. That, or kill them all. If around during first contact, would have argued against it. Wasn't there then. Do what I can.
Thanks for sharing what you've learned, Morden.
Proud to be here, Shepard. Thank you for including me.
So that was the singing bit that I've been waiting to hear, and I never unlocked it in my previous playthroughs. So that's the first time I've ever seen that, like, genuinely. I've seen it on YouTube, but it was nice to get that.
Shepard, how can I help? Some other time. Anything else? We'll be here if you need me.
So I can rest at ease, knowing that I've unlocked that now, and unlocking that dialogue means that in the third game we also get a little extra piece of singing from Morden, which I'm looking forward to. So 37501875. I can't remember if it's cheaper or the same at yours. I'd be curious to see what Dominate actually does. It's kind of like AI hacking, but for organic enemies. So compared to Reeve, I don't think it's that good. Oh, interesting. So, I was gonna say, why, like, so, the bonus powers, I didn't realize you get one with Liara. You can actually unlock stasis, by finishing Lair of the Shadow Broker. But, there's a little note here saying, bonus power currently unattainable due to bug introduced in latest Legendary Edition patch. So there you go. I think out of all of them, the best ones would either be ammo upgrades, specifically, well, most of them are good, but, well, yeah, all three of them are good actually. Armor piercing ammo, shredder ammo, warp ammo, they're good for different things. Miranda, her bonus power is slam, which is pretty good, but I think Reeve is the best one. So yeah. Now I don't know if it's cheaper on the Shadow Broker base, but I have a feeling it wasn't, because when we were there, it didn't seem like it was. So I think we're just gonna do it. Why isn't it here? Huh? Do we have to go talk to her or something? Well, that's annoying. I don't have any other saves to go back to. Wow, that's really annoying. Really? That's really annoying. Oh, okay.
I was into dueling for a while. I love the moment you see it in your opponent's eyes. He knows you're better, and he's going to die. I love, but here, it's muted.
People feel safe.
It's true. I've never understood the fascination with safety. Some of us choose differently. Independence over submission. I think we share that, you and I. Why do you say that I've killed?
Don't.
I am ready to... Are you ready to go as well?
Do you want to talk about
There are no words. I will try another time.
Let's go.
Once the area is declared safe.
believe it didn't auto save like at any of those points. But I'm also concerned about the mission overall, because I've done it. I got the completion screen, but it didn't trigger Kelly talking.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything?
Nothing, right? Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Good luck out there, Shepard.
I know I have to talk to Morden again, but I might talk to Samara first, just in case. Oh. Do I need
Morinth haunted my dreams and waking hours equally. For the first time in 400 years, I am free. I am a ruined vessel of sorrow and regret, but I am free. It is not a feeling I can describe.
Was it worth it?
It was never a question of worth, but of need. I had to take the action I did, as did she. This was never a story that would have a happy outcome.
You did your duty. What about your feelings?
One of my daughters is dead. My hopes, my dreams were all bound up in my children. Still, my feelings have always come after my duty. The same is true of you.
You said that Morinth was a monster, but she was still your daughter.
She was the strongest and smartest. She would not accept the injustice thrust upon her. She fought to the end. I am so proud of her, Shepard.
Killed her for being what she was.
And I would again. But I also know what it means to leave everything behind and fight. Do you realize that she went on the run at the age of 40? I do not know human years well, but it is very young for Asari.
Yeah, that's essentially the equivalent of like 4 years old.
What will you do now that Morinth is gone?
Assuming I survive your mission, I am a Justicar. Injustice still exists, and perhaps even other Ardat Yakshi.
There's no way to correct the condition Morinth had?
We are an advanced species, but we don't have magic. When the trait manifests at maturity, it is too late for mitigation. It only occurs in purebloods like myself. Perhaps that is the root of the stigma regarding Asari-exclusive pairings. I don't know.
I thought Ardat Yakshi were extremely rare.
Asari have spread to many worlds. There are remote regions with no government oversight. If I travel to those worlds, and they do exist, I will find them.
Morinth claimed that her condition was the future of the Asari race.
Morinth would say anything that served her cause. Ardat Yakshi are sterile, Shepard. That wouldn't be a particularly viable future for my people.
That's interesting. They can't reproduce.
You don't want to settle down?
I did. I returned to my homeworld and tried to start a family. I will fight and struggle all my life. That is my fate. When I die, it will not be in bed. I am at peace with that.
You still control the direction of your life.
I have chosen this path. I truly am at peace, due in no small part to you.
As long as you're happy, Samara.
Do you have any suggestions?
I have done what I can to increase our exploration capabilities.
How do you think our
spirits
missions
are high? We have a strong team, and everyone is.
How are you?
Perhaps we could speak later.
I should go.
Of course.
Okay. So, hopefully, now that we've had that conversation, we'll go back to the tech lab. We'll save again. Yes.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a
Yes.
minute to talk?
Hey, getting off track. Discovery. Based on
Tell me what happened.
early mental capacity almost gone, replaced by
Is there anything we can do?
No art, no culture, closer to husks than slaves.
I didn't think you needed
Heart wasn't looking for other work before. Don't mean to imply that. Just
What is it about the collector?
can't carry on. Works other way too. Advancement before culture is ready.
You blame
Yes,
the Solarians?
well, instead Solarians came, disrupted.
Feel that way. Why?
If around during first contact, would have argued against it.
You said the collectors had.
But suspect you won't see any art in collector base.
I'm sorry.
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert, which I know is a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
I love how it puts you in this awkward position now where it's like, do you do it again?
I'm sorry. I know that was...
My xenoscience studies range from urban
Thanks for sharing what you've learned, Morden.
Proud to be here, Shepard. Thank you for including me.
Oh, it's still funny. Love it. Okay. Okay, now we'll retrain our powers. So, I'm wondering if we can get away with, now that we know that we could pass all of those things, even with the power renegade only at 70%, maybe we could get away with keeping Demolisher. So now we've got all of our powers, but it's just a matter of where we put them. So we could fully deck out two more and take another one up to 3. Having a strong incinerate, I think, is really important. Cryoblast, not as much, but it has a very quick recharge time, which is what's helpful. This is a hard choice. We could fully upgrade one of these. Combat drone is helpful, but the difference between 3.7 and 3.4 seconds isn't significant. And we found that it didn't do all that much damage when it exploded. So we might leave that. Cryoblast is helpful. We've definitely used that really strategically against Krogan in particular. Overload is really helpful against anything with shields or anything that is synthetic. But so many other squad mates have it that I don't know if it's worth investing really heavily in. So I think we'll put maybe 3 more points into Cryoblast. Not that I think the freeze duration difference is really worth it either, to be quite frank. It might actually be worth putting it into Overload, because then at least we're overheating weapons. And I think we choose Demolisher to get our power damage up.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
I better go.
Okay.
Fishies! I know Kelly's feeding you, but if I can do it too when I get the chance, great. Just this way, if I forget, at least I know Kelly's doing it. Now let's change out of this dress. I have to admit, I did like the armor though. I liked that color. I think we'll leave it there. And we'll go and see Liara tomorrow.